Hello everyone, welcome back to the lecture series on electronic instrumentation, and this is Shekhar, your course instructor. In the previous lectures, we have discussed about amplified DC voltmeter and true RMS responding voltmeter. In the current lecture, we are going to discuss about electronic multimeter. We are going to discuss about electronic multimeter. So, before going into the actual concepts of this electronic multimeter, let us see the learning outcomes of this lecture. So, after successful completion of this lecture, you will learn the process of working of this electronic multimeter. You will know how a electronic multimeter will be working and why we need an electronic multimeter. All of you might have been using this electronic multimeter right from your inception of this BTech course. So, in multiple labs for multiple measurement of current, means current, voltage, you will be using this electronic multimeter. So, you all know that we will be using this electronic multimeter for the measurement of either resistance or voltage or for current also. So, that is the purpose of this using electronic multimeter, and this is the internal circuitry of this electronic multimeter. So, initially you will be having a attenuator or a range selector switch. Initially you will be having a attenuator, and this attenuator is used for selecting the range of this multimeter. The attenuator is used for selecting the range of this multimeter. So, the range, it will depend upon the range of the input signal you are going to measure. The range of the multimeter has to be selected such that it is in correlation with the range of the input signal you are going to measure. Either it can be current or voltage or resistance, whatever may be the input parameter you are going to measure. You need to select the range of the multimeter in accordance to it, and for that selection you will be using this attenuator. Here we are having a rectifier circuit also inbuilt in this multimeter, which is used for the conversion of AC signal into a DC signal. So, we have rectifier circuit which converts AC signal into a DC signal, and we also have a amplifier bridge circuit, and this amplifier bridge circuit is made up of two FETs Q1 and Q2, which are connected in opposite to each other, and these two FETs are connected with two resistors in series to them, and these two resistors are used for the bridge balance condition, and the third resistance, which is a zero adjustment resistor, which is a variable resistor, is also present, which is used for nullifying the PMMC readings, which is used for zero adjustment. The resistor is also named as zero adjustment control resistor, which is used for nullifying any stray recordings which are present in the PMMC meter, and it is having some input supply voltage for VCC for the functioning of this meter, which is a battery source which is connected inside the meter. Now, let us see the working of this electronic multimeter. So, the input signal, whatever it is, that can be the measurement of some voltage or measurement of some current or measuring of any resistor. The input, the two probes will be there. We will be connecting the two probes of this multimeter at the two ends of the quantity to be measured. So, from the two knobs will be connected over here, and depending upon the range of this input signal, we will select this range selector switch. We will move this range selector switch accordingly, so that the equipment, our multimeter, is in the range of the input signal. So, our multimeter should be within the range of this input signal for the efficient calculation or measurement. So, for that we will be using this range selector switch for selecting the appropriate resistor. Here we will be having different resistors of different values, and whenever there is a resistor, there will be a voltage of associated across it. So, depending upon the voltages, we can calculate the input parameter. So, depending upon the input parameter range, we will decide this for which resistor or at which level of resistor we need to select the range selector switch. And if there is an AC signal given as input to the meter, it will be converted into DC by using this rectifier circuit also. And here we have two transistors which are connected. Here we have two FETs. Here we have two FETs, FET Q1 and Q2, which are connected in opposite to each other, and to these two FETs we have two resistors, and these two FETs and two resistors combinedly will form DC amplifier bridge. These two FETs and two resistors combinedly will form a DC amplifier bridge, which is used for the measurement. So, initially in ideal cases, when this PMMC is connected in between these two as shown in the figure. So, at the initial cases, when there is no input signal, ideally the PMMC should not have any input signal, there should not be any deviation, fluctuation in the reading. But when we construct this equipment practically, because of some stray signals present in the meter, there will be a slight variation, slight deviation in the PMMC. So, to eliminate those errors, that is because of some stray voltages and currents present inside the meter, there will be a small deflection in the PMMC meter in practical cases. So, to eliminate those error signals, we will be using this zero adjustment resistor. We will be using this zero adjustment resistor, and by varying the value of this resistor, we will make sure that the voltage across these two nodes, is equal, so that no current passes or no potential difference will not be there at the two nodes, and so no current passes through the PMMC meter. So, to nullifying and making the PMMC perfect, we will be using this zero adjustment resistor. So, when we apply any input signal, when we are going to measure any input parameter, the input parameter is connected, the two probes of the multimeter will be connected across the quantity to be measured, and a voltage will be generated. When we connect the particular parameter to be measured in between the two probes, accordingly we will select this range selector switch, and when we select the range selector switch, we know that across this resistor there will be a voltage drop, and this voltage drop will be in correlation with the input parameter to be measured, and that voltage drop is further carried forward, and it will be used in the bridge circuit for measurement of the input parameter. And because with the variation in the input voltage applied, there will be variation in the PMMC reading also. So, greater the value of the voltage drop here, greater will be the deflection of the PMMC meter. In this way, we will be able to measure unknown parameters using this multimeter. So, whenever the multimeter reading has been done, then we will internally the zero control resistor will automatically adjust the value of the PMMC back to 0, and so that the meter will be ready for the next measurement. And here we will see an example for the measurement of a resistance. How we can measure the resistance of any piece of equipment by using a digital multimeter. So, here we have just simplified the block diagram which we have discussed previously. We have a number of attenuator which consists of number of resistors connected in parallel, and we have range selection switch. Depending upon the input resistance we are going to measure, we will select this particular resistor range. And here we have a 1.5 voltage source already connected inside the meter. So, the 1.5 volt source is connected, voltage is connected across this resistors, and whenever we connect a unknown resistor into the circuit, then the circuit will be complete. Till then the circuit will not be complete. Whenever we will connect the unknown resistor, for measuring this resistance, we need to connect the resistor within the circuit. So, when we connect the unknown resistance in the circuit, then the circuit will be complete, and the voltage drop across the resistor will be measured, and that according to the voltage drop, the PMMC will show the reading which is in terms of resistance. The PMMC is scaled in such a way that depending upon the input voltage signal it will show the output in terms of resistance. So, whenever we connect the unknown resistor into the circuit will be completed, and depending upon the voltage drop across that unknown resistor, that voltage drop is further transferred to the amplifier, and this amplifier will amplify the signal given to it, so that the voltages or currents developed in this meter will be very low in magnitude, and they are not in position to drive the PMMC directly. So, to make them enable to drive the slider of the PMMC, we will be amplifying the signals. So, the amplified signal will be able to drive the PMMC slider and the measurement can be displayed. So, in this way, by using this circuit digital multimeter, we can measure the unknown resistance. So, we have a 1.5 voltage source which is an inbuilt battery connected inside the multimeter, and we have a number of range selector resistors. So, whenever we connect a unknown resistance within the circuit, then the circuit will be completed and a voltage drop will exist across this resistor, and that voltage drop value will be given as input to the amplifier, and the signal is amplified by the amplifier and given to the PMMC meter, and PMMC meter is designed in such a way that it will take the input as the voltage and the output will be, the output scale will be in terms of resistance ohms. So, for the corresponding input signal of voltage which gets, it will show the output in terms of, output display will be given in terms of ohms, which is the unit for resistance. In this way, we can measure unknown resistance using the digital multimeter. So, the applications of this multimeter, you know, it is used for the measurement of current, voltage and resistance. And these are the references for this lecture. Thank you.